depending on what side of the world are you located at. How you doing? For me, I'm chilling. I'm chilling. I'm chilling, taking life as it is. Um, I've done a live since I think believe like last week or something like that. But I'm coming along. I'm good. Let me sit myself down so I don't be always ruffling and you hear the background. That's the in-wall air conditioner. There ain't no central air up in this old building. In-wall. So yeah, I've been peeping and seeing what the fuck is going on in these sectors and stuff like that. And well, in the street sector in particular. And now Ghost got some motion with Stephanie Red back. And I'll be telling people I really don't care for Stephanie Red. Red is trifling. And what I've been saying about her all along proves my point. You see, everyone want to act like, well, I don't want to kick someone when they're down. It's not about that. It's people that I watch on these channels that I really like. Like, I feel like, yo, they're really relatable and they just on drugs. And it's unfortunate because if they wasn't, the possibilities would be endless. Penelope, Neek Neek, you know what I'm saying? Niecy, you know, Big Amy, Lumpy Amy, big, not skinny ghost girlfriend Amy, the other one with the boyfriend. No, not, what's her name? Not Amy. Is it Amy? What's her name? Heavy said. Shit, that's my homegirl, Shay. Shay. I like Shay. I like me some God darn it Shay. Shay alright with me. I like Shay. There are people that are very relatable on these programs. Shit. On Atlanta Street interviews. Think about it. Shaniqua. I like Shaniqua. She be telling Marcus who he is, who he think he is, and who he ain't. You ain't who you think you are. But back to Greg and so Stephanie comes back on the scene to go with Mike and Katie. That monkey's on her back like a mother. Like it is on her back. It is riding her yeehaw. But so she back. I knew she was gonna relapse because is this a part of drug addiction? It comes this with the territory, and it's not your wishing no one. It's just like you hope they can stay strong. Put aside her being trifling, right? You know what I'm saying? That life ain't for nobody. That shit is it ain't for nobody. That shit is fucked up. It brings out the fucking worst and destitute of human nature and shit like the destitute state of how low someone can go. I mean, people do things that they wouldn't even dream of. So I mean, damn. You know what I mean? So I don't judge people on that. You know what I'm saying? Shit happen. Everybody got an addiction to something, so they say, right? But truth be told or whatever, so I've been watching Stephanie and shit like that. She over back at the rental. What the fuck happened? Can I show that? What happened? Wasn't it supposed to, the family was supposed to take it back? Did Katie get a court order? Because Katie actually does live there. She's lived with Dean, regardless of how toxic their relationship was. He beat her up, she talk shit, that's what other dudes. He get a little heady wop from somebody that's staying. I guess they have the trailer. Next thing you know, Dean got some, slurpy slurp, and Katie telling his business she off with her dude. You know what I'm saying? But that was their relationship. That was their trauma bond, right? So when they was like, her family was like, y'all want her out. I'm just like, you might as well let her be there. Y'all don't want it. Y'all don't want that trailer. Take everything out his name, make her put everything in her name. I just want her kicked out. That's her home. And that shit is dirty and disgusting and dusty. Ghost was in there talking to Stephanie, and I'm like, oh my gosh. But let's get back to Stephanie Red, right? So Stephanie Red starts talking about her daughter. So she like her daughter, how her daughter fucking with the 17. She showed Ghost text. Ghost is doxing motherfuckers online. Ghost is saying dude's first and last name. I'm like, that's crazy because if her baby's father is abusive and he's an alcoholic, you trying to get your daughter killed. Like, do you really love your daughter? Like, I'm trying to fucking figure this shit out. Like, that shit is wild. Like, do you love your daughter? Because if you did, why the fuck would you sit there and be with Ghost gossiping about your daughter to get on Ghost's good side? Ghost say nobody. Ghost was out there telling CPS to come get them kids and everything, which if it is a toxic environment, yeah, get those kids. But he wasn't doing it because he believed in his heart it was fucked up. He was doing it to be malicious and petty and disgusting and trifling because that's just who that nigga is. Now y'all talk about bands. That's a band right there, bitch ass nigga. That's a Ghost is a bitch ass nigga. Marcus is the epitome. God, Marcus is like the gods, like one of the lowercase Godz, not Jehovah. Bitch ass nigga shit. Like yo, this, but Ghost, he not, you know what I'm saying? What up, something to say? Just talking to myself a little bit, so the morning crew can get a little whatever, you know, little street sector stuff. Have a good evening, and if you celebrate the holidays, happy 4th of July to you. So she's sitting there talking about her daughter, and she's showing Ghost's messages. Her daughter's talking to two different dudes through Messenger because she's using her mother's phone. And she was just like, yeah. And Ghost was like, yeah. He was like, yeah, oh, your daughter, 304. She a 304. Then Stephanie's letting this dude say all this shit about her daughter. And she like, she laughed, and I said, this bitch ain't worth the vagina that's in between her fucking legs, yo. She ain't worth the vagina. She don't have a vagina because that's a dirty bitch. She ain't worth the pussy. Pussy's a dirty. Pussy's dirty. Pussies pull they drool. Pussies pee in the middle of the motherfucking streets in between parked motherfucking cars and they ain't drunk after a club. Okay, that's what pussies do. She has a pussy, right? She been sleeping with Mike and whoever else, and Mike fucking everybody. Okay? So she not worth nothing. That bitch ain't shit. So of course her daughter a better bitch. Her daughter a few days ago was trying to get money from the people saying her mother ran off with her money to smoke crack at Katie in them house or whatever, her man scheming. You know what I'm saying? But Stephanie ain't worth shit. Stephanie fucking was sitting here having Ghost read the fucking messages from fucking Facebook about her daughter cheating on her baby father, knowing her baby father be lumping her up and shit like that. Like that shit wild. So your daughter could be getting beaten to death tonight and it be on your fucking hands because you thought it was okay for an outsider, a nigga that's making contact, a fucking felon, a disgusting, stuttering motherfucking felon to sit there and do this. You already fucking your daughter up being on crack all that time. All her whole life you out cracked out. Instead of being a better bitch, you sitting there, because that's all you could be is a bitch. You ain't never gonna be no woman. Instead of being a better bitch, right? That's what the fuck you are, because right now you scum, you not even a bitch. You lower than a bitch. You think you lower than a cunt. How the fuck you set your daughter up to get fucking hands and feet on her tonight? That's crazy. That's wild. You let go sit there and then dox somebody else's child. They're children. Stephanie's daughter is under 25. So those guys she's talking to, they're young dudes. So Ghost is setting up someone else's son to go to fucking jail for fucking, because this girl want to sit there and have fun and fuck with a couple of dudes here and there. Because she is young. You know what I'm saying? Hey, she's a mother, but she ain't got her kids. So, hey, it is whatever. She ain't got custody of her kids. Some kids someplace stable. So, Ghost was sitting there, but he was like, oh, yeah, he fucking your girl, like taunting the little dude. The little dude watches the program. So, he's trying to get back by getting Stephanie's daughter fucked up. So, if the way shit works now, that if I trigger someone to do something online and push them to do it, so I'm responsible for the crime. I hope, if God forbid something happened to Stephanie's daughter because of Ghost and this bitch doing this shit online, I hope somebody in the prosecutor's office say, you know what, they instigated it, so they need to come on because they would have triggered us to the crime. Like, why the fuck would you do that, yo? Say, if she's in an abusive relationship, why would you do that? Girl, blink twice. And why would you report her for wanting to fuck with somebody else? If the nigga putting hands and feet on her. She don't got nobody to lean on. She young. She out here. She got all them kids. She out here. And you can't be a mother by just at least protecting her. It's bad enough you in and out her motherfucking life, but now you're sitting there letting this motherfucker Ghost sit there and let your daughter go out on motherfucking Front Street, sitting there reading the messages because you mad, bitch, because everybody know you smoking crack in a fucking trailer. That's you, bitch. That's your business. You already fucked that little girl up. That's why she got babies that young, and she with a nigga that putting hands and fucking feet on her, my nigga. This is why. This is a gutter bitch. Now you set your daughter up to get possibly beat to death today in that trailer. You and fucking Ghost playing games. Niggas is not playing games. They bodying these females. Don't matter what class class it is, don't matter what race of men, yo, chicks is getting murked by the fucking handfuls fucking with these deranged motherfuckers. Motherfuckers be going to work every day and still will off you. Motherfucker be in the street, ain't about shit, and he will off you. Don't matter what class, what race, what ethnicity, nothing. These motherfuckers ain't playing, especially if a motherfucker already putting hands and feet on you, and then you calling out niggas' names like, oh, this nigga Shannon fucking your girl. This is what goes doing like he 15 years old. The nigga mad retarded. He gonna say that he trying to keep the youth from doing crazy shit. Yeah, youngster, don't do that, youngster. But why would you pit two young brothers against each other over a female? What the fuck? That's what grown men do. You got fucking children older than this little girl. She got kids out here. So you and her fucking mother put her fucking danger and shit like that. Those ain't worth shit. He ain't worth shit. He ain't never gonna have shit. You feel what I'm saying? Who do that? You welcome. Who the fuck does that? Who does that shit? I'm looking at this shit like this is a very dangerous situation I'm watching here. I don't mean to be extreme, but I see how people are and how people have always been. Human nature never changes. Matters of the heart, you will be getting taken out of here. You will get taken out of here. You know what I'm saying? Now these girls are killing one another. Before, if a girl killed another woman, a female killed another female, but a dude, it's because she put a root on her. You know what I'm saying? Worst a bitch was going to do was cut your face up real bad. I've heard stories of females getting sponged. The ambulance had to come and sponge them because somebody wife or girlfriend and cut them up. Oh, that was the worst. These people are taking each other's head off, especially in male versus women relationships or whatever. So ghosting them set that girl up for fucking destruction. Nothing good is gonna come from that video. That young man, he is young, he is temperamental, he already ain't right in the fucking head. He's already possessive, they said. The nigga be wanting to talk to Stephanie's daughter while she be at work or whatever. So Ghost is laughing because the other little dude was saying, yo, tell him that you can't talk at work or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Get him off the phone and I'll come pick you up. Ghost read this shit about 3 or 4 fucking times online. So you sitting there rubbing your fucking, putting salt and vinegar in an open fucking flesh wound to this young unstable dude. It's bad enough older dudes don't be having together. Imagine somebody whose mind ain't fully fucking developed, yo. They running off of all emotion, fuel, and fucking this forced bravado, yo. What the fuck, yo? I have never seen no more dangerous, criminally insane shit like this. Motherfuckers be thinking you gotta fucking have your hands in the cookie jar to get charged with a crime. If anything happened to that girl, it is Ghost and fucking Stephanie. Stephanie's even worse because this young woman was in your fucking womb at one time, nursing on your breast, your bosom. And you gonna fucking try to get her killed with a nigga that you claim is unstable? Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. That shit, that bullshit. That's that bullshit, B. What parents do that shit? Ain't no natural affection. That's crazy. But, here we go. So, moving on from them trifling motherfuckers. But, yo, Hollywood and his people, well, Hollywood going, I don't know why I'm saying Hollywood like he's still here. Racist ass fucking Dean ass or whatever, Hollywood. His people might as well live fucking Katie be in that trailer. That trailer, look, Katie said that trailer will destroy that trailer inside out. But I don't think Katie gonna be here. Either Katie gonna be in jail or hell in 2026. I don't think Katie is going down real fast. And people are like, oh, it's guilt because of Dean. Dean wasn't no good guy. This motherfucker used the word nigga frequently. That shit was part of his motherfucking everyday vocabulary. Every sentence, nigga, 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 nigga. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like one of those things, like, what the fuck? People are like, I'm going to miss thing. Like, man, fuck that junkie. Fuck out of here. This motherfucker, him and KD, they were born with people, a family that had money. Not saying that they were stable mentally, because the motherfuckers with money, they be the fucked up people, toxic, right? But the motherfucker was born better than a lot of other people and had chances. His mother he did what the fuck he wanted to do with his life. He had his mother pay for his trailer and his living expenses, and he got high. And he died the way he lived, and he enjoyed every bit of it. What are we missing here? What are we missing here? You feel what I'm saying? What the fuck are we missing here? And this is what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? But that trailer's gonna self-destruct, and I don't think nothing is funny about it. Like, people talk about this like it's funny, and it's not. To me, it's not a funny thing. You know what I mean? But Ghost is a mess. He's not worse than Marcus, but he is a fucking mess. So that's what's going on with Real Right Now Cut. I really can't get into that. Real Right Now Cut, because it's like Greg is kind of boring to me, but Stephanie back at the trailer, so I guess I can watch the shit. You know what I'm saying? I guess I can watch it now that Stephanie Red. Hold on, let me fix my headphone. I could watch it now that Stephanie Red trifling ass is, you know what I'm saying, on. I wonder what her daughter's going to be, what the daughter's rebuttal is going to be. This shit going to be crazy. Um, and I saw that Ghost took Neek Neek to the store or whatever. Neek Neek, you know what's sad about Neek Neek? Miss Dominique don't believe in herself. And I understand her mother's a crackhead still out there and stuff like that. So it's just a generational curse. Her son is in jail for what? It was like murder or whatever, or some crazy shit. And he a teenage boy. He not like a young man. He like his late teens. He not a little teen. He's like in his late teens. But that shit is crazy. I mean, I feel bad for her. She just be, she's just existing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? She was born, you know what I'm saying, just uncertain, and a lot of people are born like that and they see themselves out of it, but that's not everybody's story, and that's not the majority of people's story. You know what I mean? It's a few people that can blossom among weeds. You know what I'm saying? And she just wasn't one of them. But he took her to get a wig and stuff like that. And she's like, "Oh, I want shoes." And I was like, "Damn." Ghost was like, His cheap ass. He started thinking about that. Yeah, they don't got no shoes here, so why you ain't taking to get some shoes? Say, Nick, you don't gotta buy no dollar flip flops. Let me get you some sneakers, some 39.99 sneakers. What the fuck, Ghost? You be making mad material and stuff off of them, like mad paper. You in that nice cozy house, and why does this nigga keep on coming online, live and eating? We hate. Everybody keep telling him, Ghost, we hate you eating. He be snacking and shit. I was so happy when that food got real good to him. He got the fuck off. He cut that live off. He be like, yeah, well, I'm chilling. I'm here. Like, he's showing that house. He don't own that fucking house. Since when drug dealers in 2026 are allowed to fucking be moving like that? This is not 1970s and 80s Nicky Bonds when we didn't have all this high-tech shit and you can kind of do crime and do it for a couple of years real good and get paid off. But this is not back in them days. As soon as you do the crime, they come and knocking on your fucking door. What the fuck? Ghost into the mouth. All he does is videos. So how's he affording all of that? And yes, I'm pocket watching because I'm a woman and I can pocket watch a male or a man's fucking pockets. That's what the fuck we do. I ain't catching. I'm pocket watching the next woman. I'm pocket watching a dude. And that's what the fuck women do. We fucking pocket watch. Hey, Niecy, how you doing? How you doing? Thank you, thank you. Welcome, welcome. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do. So I just want to know, how does a drug dealer buy all of that stuff? They say he sells drugs. Oh no. I say a YouTuber. YouTube is not playing like how we used to pay. Everybody does YouTube. Everybody and their mama got an opinion, right? So I always see, don't say, oh, his channel is so great. Pause. It's a good channel, right? It's boring, but it's a good channel. People say it was losing viewers or whatever. I don't. He do what he do. Out of the sector, him and Marcus are the two most popular as far as being boots on the ground with the people, interacting with the people. Because other people got channels like the dude in Jersey, the asshole in fucking Phoenix. I forgot that prick's name. I remember I had slid him a few years ago. He was like, I'm going to block you. Because it was a guy named Martin. I'm skirting somewhere else, but I'm coming back to Ghost, right? This remind me where I'm at when I see, what I was talking about with Ghost? Him selling drugs, okay. It was the guy, I think it's Lost in Phoenix. So it's this dude or whatever. He had a hard knocks life too, but he be going out in the street. So they had this young guy. He had locks. He had a lady, his wife, and she was a cute little thing. But they were on drugs real bad. They wasn't old, but they was on drugs real bad. And they had a child together, but their child was like back at home, I think in Detroit or whatever. And his name is Martin. And Martin was a nice looking dude when he was sober. They showed pictures of him. But the drugs started eating away on his legs and shit like that. And Martin was he just became a trifling, sorry, pathetic young dope-fiend. So I was like to this nigga, like, it was be certain things he doing. I was like, yo, why? Like, yo, you see the dude don't feel good, he doing bad. Why you got the camera in his face like like that. So when Martin had passed or whatever, he had a live, and he was like, yeah, well, Martin, we tried to give Martin help or whatever, but I've been out on the street, I know how it is, and this, that, the third. And I was like, yo, you are so full of shit. He was like, what are you talking about? I said, because I told you about when the man was alive, get the fucking camera out of his face. Because I know I was getting blocked, so let me just go all out. You know what I mean? It's live. That motherfucker blocked me real quick. He's like, yeah, people like that. People like that. Like, man, fuck you, asshole. You got off of drugs. That you always got that motherfucker that stopped using drugs, and all of a sudden they were high and mighty. Motherfucker, you was just skin popping about like 6 months ago. Hello, good night. What you talking about? He one of them. He one of them. I don't know if he was hitting the bottle or skin popping. I know he ain't. He wasn't no crackhead. This motherfucker's a jerk. He a real jerk. The dude in New Jersey, he real nice. He's a nice guy. Um, Mark from Skid Row, he's a creep. He a creep. Mark was fucking the white underbelly. He was fucking one of the interviewee's daughters. She was a young chick. She was with him since she was like 18, 19, and she died from a mysterious overdose or whatever. And they were living together. Marcus like to be her grandfather. Like, yo, this bitch grew up fucked up because you interview her mother who's like strung out. Like, why would you do that? These motherfuckers be predators. But people don't really say nothing about Mark because he Caucasian. So we gonna get on Marcus, right? They get on Marcus. But back to go selling drugs, so they say, right? I don't know. Um, I don't believe it or disbelieve it. Is that fair to say? I don't believe it or disbelieve it. That's fair, right? I don't want to spread rumors. I don't know, but he says he does YouTube videos and this is what he does. Oh, he said he got properties too. This ignorant motherfucker ghost can't read, write, or comprehend. This motherfucker, I'm always gonna say this shit. This motherfucker be using the words in the wrong context. He be saying some shit that you be like, what? He be like, yeah, because um I'm gonna get a vaginal ultrasound, yeah, because they gotta check my they gotta check my urethra. They be like, what? What they gotta do? They gotta give me a pap smear. That's what you call it, right? A pap smear. Niggas get pap smear, right? To check. Like he say dumb shit like this, and I was like, that's why I call Greg a himbo. Ghost is a himbo. Like I said, blondes back in the day who were dumb and just pretty, to be called them bimbos. He's a himbo because he is a very nice looking man. But he's just stupid. He's very stupid. Not to say he may not be smart with numbers and he might have took his channel money and flipped it to a property. I'm not saying that. I just don't believe it. I don't believe the hype at all. I don't believe it at all. He got all that bread. He don't got no woman. He chasing crackhead Amy. Hello. He got all that bread, but he chasing crackhead Amy, and she's blah. She not ugly, but it ain't nothing special about her to be chasing. Hold on. And shit, crackhead, they be fucking for money. It's like these guys that's supposed to be like hotsy ballers, like yeah, like they be talking cash money shit to us female viewers or women viewers. I'm a woman, but some bitches is females. You know what I'm saying? They ain't women yet. But we be talking cash money shit to them, and they be like, y'all just mad because y'all fat. And we be like, fuck you, fat and all. Fuck you, you still poor. They be like, you just mad, you just mad. And they be chasing behind crackheads and prostitutes that sleep with at least 3 dudes, different dudes every fucking week on any given Sunday. Shit, 2 on Sundays. Church special. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be fuck. They be talking mad, blah, 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 blah. Like, get the fuck out of. Yo, dudes like that, I'll be wanting to take my fucking hand and it's really fucking palm and let's push it. Get the fuck out of here, corny. They are. Him and Marcus is corny. These niggas think they pimping. They think they on top of the fucking world. What, for homeless bitches and church hoes? Like, get the fuck out of here. Y'all niggas, y'all got a fucking channel and y'all got a channel and y'all got popularity, not doing some innovative shit. You sitting there cashing in on the fucking vulnerable and destitute. Yeah, we watch this shit, but don't act like you king of the fucking hill. You popping your collar talking about fucking this dude right here knows something about he called him Maserati Rick or some shit like that. Like, get the fuck fuck out of here. He ain't say that, but he acted like he that nigga. Like, what did he say? Pimp so hard a nigga drag his mink on the floor. Yo, that nigga swear to God he that nigga. Get the fuck out of here, Ghost. This nigga Ghost is a country ignorant bunk, and this nigga like, oh, why does he do lives, yo, people don't need to see Ghost on no lives. The nigga stutter, it take him too long to get the fucking words out his fucking mouth. Like, yo, I can't watch a live with Ghost. I did it today. I caught it at the end when he was about to tear that motherfucking nail. I ain't gonna lie, yo. If that motherfucking plate had fell while he was on live, baby, that would have been me looking at that motherfucking plate. That shit looked delicious. I was, where he get that from, my fat ass? Where he get that shit from? Shit, but I'm glad he got off because all that smacking he was doing, it'd be like, he girl, so. And I'm like, oh my gosh, nigga, close your mouth, shut the video up. We don't want to see a camel chewing. Get the fuck out of here, Ghost. Ghost, him and Stephanie tried to trying to get that girl beat down or fucking possibly her life taken out of here tonight for that fucking shit that they did today on that video. Stephanie, you ain't shit because you that girl's mammy. And you portrayed her to try to rub elbows with fucking Ghost because the nigga intimidates you and you's a fat, sloppy, disgusting, trifling, scallywag ass, crackhead, pipehead, Zuri Diana has motherfucking lying, deadbeat mom, crusty foot having, community puss serving bitch. How dare you do that to that girl? That shit sorta. If she trifling because bitch you wasn't around to set a fucking good example. How about that? But I damn sure wasn't giving that bitch no money. That little bitch no money, her man. Her mother stole the money. Yeah, mama stole my money. Mama left. I ain't gonna lie. When her husband came by, her husband said some real bad things to mama. And then that's when mama ran off. Mama took my money. And this got the third. I'm like, yo, this bitch is, yo, they scamming. And here my homegirl Mo to go. My homegirl Mo. If you want to drop something down in Stephanie Daughter's Cash App, I'm going to pin it. Hold on. Let me take, is that my banner right down there? No, take that up. Let me put my stuff. I might have, and I'm like, Mo, get your fucking bleeding heart out of here, my nigga. Mo, my nigga. I need you to sit right here with me, Mo. Sit right here and keep your hands in your fucking pocket, okay? Take your wallet, put that bitch back in your motherfucking glove console, and leave that little bitch alone. Let her figure the shit out. She send me a fucking niggas for free up here. She don't got them kids, so she gonna work. She might as well make some fucking money. They'll be like your mammy. And stop making motherfucking kids. You cute, you young, you want to be a slut, go get some money. Stop fucking with this nigga that's gonna beat you up. And you gonna be like sister from Sparkle, giving up. It's so hard to do. And then next was the funeral scene. This bitch wanna be like sister. Like, bitch, come on, don't meet the 27 Club. Leave that nigga alone. Your mother trying to kill you. Just don't fuck with nobody. Get your shit together, get counseling, get them babies, and just don't mess with nobody till them babies is grown. And then if you wanna be a fucked up bitch, you can because them babies are grown and you done raised them and they got their own thing going. But girl, her and her mother, Tweedledee and Tweedledum, bitches is lying to about, I'm clean, look at my test or whatever. You and your daughter use drugs, your daughter's a pill head, and use this a garbage head. Anything can get you high. Shit, Mike had you out there with crust in your mouth and a green sore. Oh no, she had crust in her nose. Her nose was dripping because Ghost was like, ew, you look nasty, Stephanie. She had sore in her mouth that he kept on talking about, a big blister sore. She was out there in the fucking cold while Mike had her leggings on. Y'all remember that? And Mike getting high too, old raggedy motherfucker. So my Mike was fucking selling drugs. Yeah, getting high on his own supply. He sell the drugs and then smoke it with them. That's what he do. He sell it to them, then he smoke it with them. Okay? That's what the fuck is going on. You hear what I'm telling you? That's what the fuck is going on. I know what the fuck is going on over there, but like I said, I watch Ghost, but like I don't know what's going on more so because Mo, Psychology Eats, they more so they'll keep me in the mix. Lisa and Rob, I'm in love. She in love again. When Rob was sitting there working out. I said, this big fat hairy, greasy fucking crackhead. If his motherfucking ass, I don't, wow, take your fat ass when you searching for crack. When you walking all up and down the streets of motherfucking the Carolina searching for that crack rock. Oh, I forgot, he ain't a crackhead. He does Fetty Wap. When you searching for that fucking Fetty Wap, you don't be huffing and puffing like that, nigga. You be in full fucking motion. Why we gotta hear all of that? He trying to like really emphasize like, oh yeah, I'm getting this work in. No, nigga. You's a bum. You sorry. And Lisa is my homegirl. But Lisa was mad at me the other day because she was saying how when she got up to go to work and stuff like that, and she saw Rob on her way to work, she about to get some money early in the morning. Because I woke up crazy early. I woke up like, ooh, about like 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning. And I ain't gonna lie, I said my prayers, I washed my face, I brushed my teeth and my tongue, and I sat down and I said, I'm about to go back to sleep for a little bit before I have to get up and get ready for work. And I turned on YouTube, my addiction. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got an addiction. I like sweet treats and YouTube. Anyway, so I turn it on and hear Lisa. She like, yeah, I just saw Rob. He in front of Walgreens. It's real sad. It's real sad. He just in front of Walgreens. Yeah, Rob came in last night. She said, but he came in between 1 and 4 o'clock in the morning and left back out. I saw it on my ring camera. And I'm like, damn, the nigga didn't even just come in the room and check on you to see that, you know what I mean, nobody strangled you in the bed and left you for dead or nothing like that. Like, make sure you was okay, the kids is in bed, the house is clean. He just came basically to use that shit as a fucking slop house, just to fucking eat shit, take a shower, and then keep it fucking moving. And she was like, that's real sad. And I was halfway. I told you I did all of that within 20 minutes. You know, do a quick wash up because I'm gonna take a shower when I really get up. But you know, if you get up and shit like that, you turn on your internet. You might as well just do the bare minimum. You know what I mean? Until you really do the full fledged. So I sat my ass down, and I'm half sleepy. I'm about to go back to sleep, right? To get a few more minutes before I gotta get up and go get ready to go to work. And I just couldn't take it. I said to her, I typed to her, what's sad? You accepting Rob, accepting a dude like that? You accepting this? That's what's sad? Because I'm trying to figure out if he ain't got shit to give to himself, he definitely ain't got nothing to give you. What's sad? I'm trying to figure out why would you feel like that's normal to tell us? We're all in middle-aged women. Why would you think that it was okay to tell us that you're accepting something from a crackhead nigga? You're not supposed to accept anything from any person, male, woman, child, old person. I don't give a fuck who the person is. If they're toxic, you get away from them. But the fucked up thing is that you, Lisa, has children, teenage sons in his house, in her household, and she's showing them how to treat a woman or how not to treat a woman, and they're not going to really have a positive outlook on their mother come later on. Boys hold that resentment in, and then one day they let her know. And she gonna get it. I don't care how much they love their mother. Yo, that's not healthy. Nobody want to see let their mother get used and abused. And then you let Rob come in the house after being with Tom, Dick, and Harry, and Sally Susu, and Big Mama, and Big Papa, literally, because he fuck with, he ACDC. He go both ways, men and women. Okay? And you let him come in and put his mouth on your cups where you and your family had drink out of and your forks and sit on your toilet. Just like what I said with Marcus putting them people in his house. You let all of that fucking happen. When do you protect them children? You're not protecting them mentally and spiritually because this motherfucker is coming in bringing toxicity, spitting in your face on fucking live, and you want us not to think anything, Lisa? You can say, well, Lisa can say, I know, no. Do you know? Because you don't saying it was sad talking about him, and we looking at you like, nah, motherfucker, he uses drugs. We know why he out there. What's wrong with you? You don't use drugs. And don't say low self-esteem, motherfucker. If you got insurance, they got therapists. A therapist is like a nice fucking good pair of shoes. You got to try on a few pairs just to find the right fucking fit. Okay? And you don't got to go to their office. You can do it virtually. You need something. Because this is not normal behavior. You know that man be sleeping around with men and fucking women, and he be doing needles now. That means he can get hepatitis, he can get fucking HIV. Do you care? Who the fuck want to take fucking HIV medications, PEP? You got to take a few pills. It's not one pill. It depends on what your fucking needs are, what kind of cocktail they fucking give you. And then you still have diarrhea and all that shit. Who the fuck want to go through that? And we older, girl. We got regular old people shit coming up, like menopause and diabetes, watching our sugar. Why the fuck should you have to watch your CUDA at this age? We shouldn't have to watch our CUDA. But you're choosing to put yourself in a situation, and then here's the thing: you're putting havoc on those boys because, God forbid, Rob does bring something home like hepatitis that will tear up your liver and shit like that. They gotta take care of you. They gotta be burdened with their mother possibly leaving prematurely, not even seeing her grandchildren get raised because she chose her addiction to a crackhead nigga that don't even treat her nice. Yo, I know chicks that were in love with a crackhead dude when I was a little girl. When I was a little girl, because that's when crack was popping. I know guys that still held on to their job as much as they could, and they didn't disrespect their women. The only disrespect it was, unfortunately, was the biggest one was the crack smoke. But they did their shit in peace. They didn't bring crackheads to the house. They didn't bring that shit in their house. Rob has no shame. He would be considered an older crackhead. Because Rob been smoking crack since 80 fucking 5, 86. Rob is in his 50s. So Rob was there at the fucking debut. He been smoking crack since then, so he knows about the fucking beginnings and how people conducted their shit at first. You know what I'm saying? Before they lost all control. This motherfucker don't care. Oh, I don't smoke crack. I don't like when people say I smoke crack. Motherfucker, drugs is drugs. Are we doing this shit? Because cokeheads have a habit of doing that. A cokehead will talk about every fucking addict except they stuff like, motherfucker, you sniff coke. You're no better. That is a narcotic. That's a scheduled drug, motherfucker. But Lisa and Rob, they in love again. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna take a swig of my water. 1 second. No, not Rob Rath. It's this Rob Nisi from the street sector, from Real Right and Uncut. And he a middle-aged man. He with this lady named Lisa. We like Lisa. She's our virtual homegirl. She be doing lives or whatever. She a real good woman. She work a million fucking jobs like a West Indian. She's a good woman, but she just not into herself. And this nigga's a crackhead. He was on live 2 weeks ago. Yo, he went and he spat in her fucking face on camera. Tell me a motherfucker, that's the dirt. And this nigga be sucking. This nigga be performing fellatio on fucking dudes, random dudes in the street when he be getting high. It ain't no rumor. His homegirl that he be rolling with in the street, his homegirl, that's A Spoon Coon, she done told this business in front of his face, behind his back, every which way. He don't deny or confirm it. Ain't no grown black man, damn near 60, going to be accused of being a homosexual and be okay with that. That's some new age condition shit that they did to these kids that they be like, oh, I don't judge. Motherfucker, we judge sometimes. We judge depending on who the fuck you are. And I ain't even talking about your sexual orientation. I'm talking about any motherfucking thing. You know what I mean? But Rob is old school. We judge. We talk about people in their face, behind their back, to their mammy, pappy. So why would he be okay with someone calling him a homosexual? Men that age are usually very, I wouldn't call them homophobic, but for content usage, people would say homophobic, but they just ain't comfortable, and it's not because they're insecure. That's just not their culture. So when I see a man of that age, that in that demographic, and they don't care if they call, a derogatory homosexual slur, or they don't mind, people thinking that they're homosexual. He is something about him, but Rob didn't, and she still fuck with him. He don't even fucking smoke crack no more. The nigga be shooting needles up. He be in the street. He a clean crackhead now. He don't never look dirty. But yo, how he come in the house? He don't even get in the bed with you after he get out the shower, put some hard on your fucking back. At least if a motherfucker ain't, if a nigga ain't shit, at least he give you some good dick. You remember when I used to be sexually active, I ain't never fuck with no crackhead, but I've been with somebody that wasn't too great to me. You know what I mean? Because I wasn't being great to myself. And at least they had was good fucking pipe and some money in their pocket, and they wasn't dirty. This motherfucker doing all types of dirty shit, and she let this motherfucker come in her motherfucking household with her motherfucking children and pump her chest out. And this is my homegirl. When I tell you this is my virtual homegirl, I like her a lot. But the truth is the truth. And she don't really get mad at shit. She'll say some shit is the truth. But when I said that morning to her, and I said to her, yo, so what's the shame? You talking about him. What about you? Sorry, I took my swig of my water. I'm talking to y'all. I didn't drink. I picked it up, telling y'all I was going to take a drink. Didn't take a drink. Kept talking. Sorry, y'all. But what the fuck about you? Like, what's sad? So I said to her, what's sad? So she looked at my comment and she ain't saying nothing. She answered the comment after. And this is what y'all people have to understand. Y'all got to take the good with the bad. Y'all bring y'all life to us. And I understand that y'all know y'all life better than we ever would know your life, right? But y'all in the situation. So maybe y'all can't see as clear. Y'all can see the shit fucked up and where it's fucked up, but just not the depth of the fucked upness that it's in, you know. And that's all I'm saying. I'm gonna keep it real. I ain't gonna be like in my head, look at her live and be like, yeah, that's right, Lisa. Love is love. Yeah, that man love you. He still come home every night when I know he's doing all types of shit that's really gonna fucking be your demise. This motherfucker will get clean and have a wife and have some brand new fucking kids at his old age, and you be fucking in the hospital somewhere getting dialysis because you all fucked up because now you were taking some medication for hepatitis or whatever and fucked up your kidneys and shit like that. So you all fucked up while this man is living life, ain't shit wrong with him. Gotta get the fuck out of here. Don't let nobody take you to no grave with no dirty dick and habits. I ain't listen, I'ma tell y'all how it is. If I'm not out there and I don't have sex, I've been abstinent for about 6.5 years by choice. Everybody suck by choice. By choice. Okay? Seriously. I ain't got time for this shit. I'm middle age. I'm doing what I gotta do, enjoying or getting me where I want to be. You know. So when I'm old and I close my eyes, I'm satisfied with everything I did for me in my life, good, bad, ugly, indifferent, pretty, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And they need to live their life, right? But Rob living his life smoking crack, and I want Lisa to live her life happy without having any fucking diseases. We did not come this long, not getting any heebie-jeebies, bakibis to fucking get it now at an old age. They got all these old motherfuckers in the retirement homes taking fucking PEP and shit like that, taking that hepatitis trial medication or whatever for fucking 12 weeks to get rid of some shit because they skin popping or doing some crazy shit with some old young hoes. That shit crazy. That's who Lisa is. Her name Boss Lady or whatever. That's my homegirl. She chill. She don't be having no attitude. So you gonna be like, damn, she chill. Why are you saying this? Because her situation is raggedy. Her situation is raggedy. And she shows it to us. So I'm going to say what I got to say. We all got our own journeys in life. But god damn. Girl, his struggle ain't your struggle. He smoke crack. You ain't got to. You get what I'm saying? This is all by choice. And the choice is crazy. At 40 fucking something years old, she's in her low 40s. Like 44, 44-ish. 43, 44. Come on, Lisa. Damn. You done raised some good kids. Her boys are good. They be at home. They be at work. Like she said, their girlfriend's house. When I see them interact with their mother, they're pleasant young men. Damn. But you're destroying them spiritually, mentally, emotionally. You're destroying them. They might act unfazed, but their face. Who the fuck want to see their mother get talked to like that? I know people that duck, they will duck their fucking step pops out if they talk like that. But he know them kids wasn't raised like that. So he know he could do that and spit in your face, call you all types of bitches, pull your hair off. Nah, she ain't no victim. She be fighting him back too and shit. But it ain't the point. He's a big man. And she don't need to be with this nigga that got all these issues. The nigga stay crying every time you ask him a question. You be like, yeah, Rob, what you eat today? I remember being a kid and my mama used to ask me what I wanted to eat. He's just over dramatic or whatever. He got some unhealed shit, but that ain't supposed to be her problem. We have to stop becoming acquainted with people and taking on their burdens. I can sympathize with you. You could be cool, but I'm not going to make your lifestyle my lifestyle. God forbid I was to ever get anything. It'll be because I'm 304, and not because the motherfucker I'm laying up with that I love is 304, and when I'm at home being all fucking prim proper and pristine, while this motherfucker is fucking being community peen. Are you kidding me? I'm not gonna get no shit because you out there. If I'm gonna get some shit, it's because I'm sitting here bed hopping. That shit, wow. So you're paying the price possibly for his fucking enjoyment, for his sin. You're gonna be paying the consequences. That's crazy. Tell me you love yourself. Tell me you love yourself. Can't. That's not love. That's hate, baby. And I'm going to say this, and I'm going to keep it as funky and real as fucking possible. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to tell Lisa. If you listen to this, I'm going to tell you what I told my homeboy. And I'm going to keep it real. I'm going to tell you a short story about my homeboy. My homeboy was in the hospital. I love him to death. God rest his soul. He in the hospital. He dying because the nigga smoked mad cigarettes and drink Pepsi. Word is bond. The nigga developed high blood pressure and had to go on dialysis because he refused to take the blood pressure medicine, so it fucked up his kidneys. This is over a course of like 10 years. Young, not old either. So this motherfucker, so now he in the hospital and they got to do things with him. So they telling him to go to dialysis. He refused to go to dialysis. So he's retaining water, and every day he's in more and more pain because the water retention, his muscles are fucking cramping and everything. So he tells me what's going on. He's in the hospital. He's gonna die now. He's gonna die. But it was crazy because you're putting yourself through pain despite who. So I sat down with him. I said, you know, I love you, right? He said, yeah. I said, but it's easier ways to take yourself out than this. This is the most painful, dreadful, slowest process you can ever do to take yourself out. I understand what's going on with you, and if you don't want to be here no more, I have to respect that. I will be sad. I will miss you, but I gotta respect this. Your journey has come to a halt in the physical form. I said, but it's easy ways to take yourself out than not going dialysis. Don't. And the motherfucker just looked at me and he just started laughing. And that's how I feel with her. Lisa, if you feel that depressed, and I don't advocate that for nobody. I want you to be here. I want you to be 60, 70, 80, popping your shit. But if you got a wish like that to go to the upper room, it's easier ways and faster ways to take yourself out than get some hepatitis, meningitis, or fucking HIV or HPV that will turn into fucking a cancer. It's easier ways than that. Why the fuck are you gonna fucking pay the cost of his motherfucking lazy, disgusting, this lackluster, undesirable fucking habits and fetishes? And the fetishes is sleeping with men and not admitting what the fuck he really like to do. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to figure it out, and I don't dislike her. If I did dislike her, I was like, yeah, fuck that bitch. I ain't call her no bitch. I like her. But come on, damn. You remember that nigga, what was it, Death Poetry Jam? I'm in love with a crackhead. That's Lisa. Like, that's just crazy. That's just crazy. But I'm not gonna talk too much about Lisa because I like her and I don't want her to think I don't like her. But this is how I talk. It's easier ways to get out of this physical realm. And you know, this slow shit that you're doing fucking with this nigga, putting yourself at risk, baby. It's a faster way, and that ain't it. That's torture right there. You love yourself or you hate yourself? To answer that question, every day you look in the motherfucking mirror. Every time that man is in your motherfucking bed, look at him and say, am I sleeping with the enemy? Is Rob the enemy? Or am I the enemy? The enemy is within me, because you are your own worst enemy. They always say that, right? Well, you definitely are, because there's no way I'm sitting there picking up Sally Susu Big Papa's diseases because this nigga's fucking with them. When he get high, or he running the street for 2-3 days, not sleeping, knowing he old with a bad fucking heart, because the crack fuck up your heart. He was smoking crack for a good while, and he's a husky guy, so I know his heart kind of fucked up from a bad diet, smoking crack, and this crazy street living. And here's the funny thing: when Rob was smoking crack, laugh if you want to, he would fucking go out to work. He would work different jobs, you know what I mean? You know, whether it's, you know, busser, dishwasher, what do you call it, cook, line cook or whatever. This man will fucking work. Construction. Now that he's shooting up, he don't work. He won't bring a check home. He don't bring no check home. This woman works 3 fucking jobs like she fucking one of the Jamaicans on fucking In Living Color episodes, yo. This shit is crazy. But let me move out of here, because like I said, I don't want to make her feel uncomfortable or whatever, because I'm not phony. But this my shit right here, right? And I see something, I say something. That's my motto. I'm a New Yorker. That's what they put up there, right? If you see something, say something. I'm going by it. I'm saying something because I'm seeing a lot. And you know this. Oh, we in love. He gonna be out smoking crack come before the fucking weekend is over. So let's move on from Real Right Uncut. Lisa Rob goes Stephanie ain't being shit with her daughter. And let's go on to Marcus. Yes. Hold on, let me see. Niecy, what you said? I notice more young people are ready to leave this world. Yeah, that's what it seemed like, Niecy. Hey, Jillian. Hi, Jillian. What happened to you the other night, Jillian? I was waiting for the after work kickback the other night. Because I was waiting, because I know you usually come on either when I'm at lunch, or you know what I'm saying, I can listen to you but I can't talk because I'll be like sneaking sometimes. Now I don't be sneaking, it's just that they be having us busy. Shit, they don't pay me much, Jillian, but god darn it, they getting every penny and every cent that they fucking underpay me with, okay? Let me tell y'all real quick, this is skate off real quick. My job, right, because this is a job, has made me realize that it made me clean. You're supposed to have clean credit anyway, but it was 2 things on my credit. I was like, fuck them people, fuck them people, fuck them people. I ain't buying nothing right now, fuck them people. I broke down and paid this 2 fucking collections or whatever, and they were old. It was just trifling for me to have it, right? But I paid it off so I can fucking go back to fucking school, okay? My job made me realize, bitch, you gotta go back to school. You ain't one of them people that just could, you know, I'm old, you know what I'm saying? Whatever little bit of looks I had, they somewhere, but they ain't right here. I can't get no man unless it's your uncle who's on dialysis and shit and got one good leg and one good eye that he can see out of it. Unless it's him, I ain't got nobody taking care of me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no luck. I ain't got no luck. So I gotta go back to school. All right, my job is I listen to Jill. You know what I mean? She be lighthearted and stuff like that. So, or I listen to her, or she come on when I'm about to get off of work. So it's a good icebreaker for me. Good relaxing, like to come down off of whatever. You know what I'm saying? That high that I be on, that high intensity I be on when I'm clocked in. But anyway, back to the street sector. So we going to talk about Marcus. So Marcus was it like 2 weeks ago? Feisty had said she had slept with Marcus once upon a time. We covered that, and I said, yeah, I knew it was true. Everybody was questioning it. Everybody talked about how Marcus is a whore. So why wouldn't you believe that he felt he slept with Feisty? Feisty, like you said, she's promiscuous like her mother. She said, her mother's name is Paula, right? She said, I don't know what Paula calling up and telling you anything, talking about what I be doing. I'm promiscuous because I got it from Paula. I learned it from Paula. I said, this disrespectful husband, she gonna let you know her mother wasn't shit. Her mother was running the street. So, you know what I mean? She is very promiscuous. We have seen her sleep with, in a past 7 months, at least like 7 people, including women, other women that be on the street, well, females that be on the street. Yeah, so yeah, no shit, Paula. And put Miss Paula came on. She said, I don't know why she would put my name in that Troy. She was talking to Troy's World, or for the beef sector people, beef in 313. She said, Troy, and her mother not old. She said, I'm 52 years old. Her mother 52, but her mother used to be out in the street, so she's 52 and she feel really like 65 kind of spirit. She don't look old. She's not an ugly woman at all, but she could tell she was a piece of work. She said, you're going to keep me out of that. You ain't never seen me with no man. I don't know where she get that, being promiscuous. Yes, my parents raised her. Yes, I use drugs sometimes. I'm not proud of it, but I did it. But I am here for my daughter. I don't know what she's talking about promiscuous. She got that from herself. So somebody asked her, you heard what your mother said, the rebuttal. She said, like I said, Paula promiscuous and I'm promiscuous just like her. I'm her daughter. I said, well, there, God damn it. I think she telling the truth, Miss Paula. Listen, Miss Paula, I don't know the family dynamics like that, but I kind of believe her shit. She said that shit a second time of conviction. This Paula, just drop it. Paula, if you had a friendly vagina back in the day, it's okay. A lot of people did. You are now a God-fearing woman. You have repented. You are no longer a harlot. You are a Christian, sanctified, holy, blessed, and anointed with the blood of Jesus. Not to be blasphemous, but she's one of those women. Jehovah, forgive me. I didn't mean to talk about your son. I'm not. I'm talking about Miss Paula. I'm not. I'm trying to be funny, Jehovah. So, you know, I don't play about blasphemy. But yeah, she is. You know what I'm saying? But I was just like, dang, she ain't back down. Hold on. Hi, Mimi. How you doing, Mimi? All right, get that money, Mimi. Mimi, I love those hours to work. I'm looking for something that I can work these hours right here because I ain't got to interact with people too much. You know what I'm saying? I like to make money while the world is sleeping. Most of the world is sleeping, you know, or is daytime across the world. I like to do that. You know, I'm like a ninja. I like to move at night. I can't stand the daytime. I'm like, jeez. Jeez, good thing I have medicinal marijuana. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, these fucking people before work, I'll be like, I gotta take me a smoke break before I even clock in. Because these people right here, but I'm old. I got me, my joints and everything. Now, let me stop playing. My joints don't be fucked up, but I do have medicinal marijuana. If you're smart, you get a card. Old people are you smoking them reefer sticks. You be like, no, I don't. Hear my card, Miss Mabel. You don't know what you talk about, Miss Mabel. The doctor said I need it, Miss Mabel, because I don't be taking them Percocets and stuff, Miss Mabel. I'm scared because my daddy was a junkie, Miss Mabel. I might be an addict like him if I take them pills. So I just smoke me a little herbage. That's all, Miss Mabel. I still go to work and I don't sleep all day. You be seeing me, right? You be seeing me moving around. All right, baby. I guess you're right. The doctor saying the law say you could have it. Then I guess you're right, baby. I be doing them old people like that because they want to talk about it. You be smoking that reefer. I'm like, you be smoking that dope. You like, be smoking no dope. But anyway. So let's get back to Marcus. So Feisty says she slept with Marcus. Everybody's like, oh, you believe Feisty? Like, why would she lie? That female ain't lying on her vagina. She is very proud because Paula, she has a popular pussy like Paula. Pussies are dirty, vaginas are clean. She has a popular pussy like her mother Paula. Okay? So Feisty in the hospital, whatever. And I feel bad for her. Y'all keep on saying she don't got no autoimmune disease. She don't get no sleep. She be walking around barefooted and stuff like that. But she says she's always been sickly. We got people that's always been sickly, and she doesn't need to live in those conditions that she's living in. But she's homeless by choice. You know what I mean? And she's making a gap in the bridge wider and wider and bigger and more troublesome and more complex, with full of conflict for her and her children, because her children, her daughter and her sons, well, she said two daughters and one son, they're getting older, and the internet never dies and is undefeated. So she's digging a bigger ditch by keep on acting out on camera and doing all these things, crazy things, when she have to realize that you're affecting your children. All these people, they say I'm a good parent because I gave my kid up, because my kid, I wouldn't be a good mother if I'm there. But if you're on camera doing all this shit, you still are kind of there but not there. You're just not in the physical presence of them, but they're seeing you do wild and outlandish and crazy shit. So it's like, no, you're not good, you're doing bad. you know um but Feisty, I really don't have nothing to say about her, because I don't think she's a bad person. I just think that she's just fucked up. Everybody doesn't take abandonment and parents being drug addicts and stuff like that good. And then a lot of times your grandparents or your aunts, uncles, or other people have to raise you, and they be making the kids feel bad about that shit. Like, why take the kid in and make them feel bad about some shit they ain't responsible for? Oh yeah, that mammy of yours. I would have more money if your mammy would send you over here with food. Yeah, I would have more money, or I would have more time for myself if your mammy would just bring you home with her. But no, she got talking about, yeah, the better school is over here and stuff, while she just running around and stuff and having babies. That's the environment them kids be in. You be thinking the kids be like in them wholesome, and they get hugs. Oh, come here, baby. Yeah, you're special. No matter, you could be anything you want to be. That's very rare. Those kids are housed in places like that with family members and friends and strangers. They get, most of the time, that shit I just did, that enactment I just did, they get that shit. And I was somebody person that did that shit. Okay, to a child. All right, that's a rotten motherfucker. But there's a lot of rotten motherfuckers. They have animosity against the motherfuckers they brought up. First of all, let's just go here, okay? Feisty's timeline, right? The mother, Paula, was on drugs and running around. So who the fuck was her parents? And she said she was the only one. She was the black sheep or whatever. But what happened with Paula? And you do have children that sometimes have a good, I mean, people have good childhoods and they just turn out to be assholes, because we're all born with our own personalities, determinations, and journeys, right? That is true. But I'm just saying, like, did they think Paula was supposed to be too perfect? They wanted her to be perfect and she just rebelled? Like, what the fuck is the story? But whatever it is, it's a curse. Feisty said that it is a generational curse in her family for girls to get touched by other people. There it go. And the story. There the fuck it go. That's what Feisty said. I don't think anybody would lie on their family members like that. People do, but I mean, to say it in front of everybody, she said, yeah, she said it's a thing for that to happen. I remember on her interview, she said, yeah, it's a thing in my family. So that ends it right there, and I can explain why Paula was a crackhead, and she wasn't there for Feisty, but Feisty said that Paula chose men over her children. Well, what is Feisty doing? She's choosing men over her children. So it's the same revolving door and the same vicious cycle. You know what I'm saying? Somebody got to jump off the motherfucking ride. Just jump off the ride, and wherever the fuck you land, but you're off that motherfucking roller coaster of dysfunction. I don't know a lot, but I know a little bit of a lot of things, not everything. Never will know a little bit about everything, you know what I'm saying? But some things are just obvious. We ain't got to be rocket scientists or Dr. Phil or Ayala to understand that people are fucked up. And once you meet their parent, family, and you see their dynamics, you're like, oh, that's crazy. Just like with Rico Barbara from the Beef Set. I wish Phenomenal Scorpio was here, because she know his whole name, Rico Deontay, such and such, such and such. He got like Clarence. I can't remember all his motherfucking names in order, but Rico Barber. Rico Deontay Barber. That's all I can remember with his name. He got about 5 more names like a Mexican, and within his whole who he is, his identity. But he fucked up. He liked to flash his flaccid penis online, and this dude crazy stuff, open up his butt cheeks and stuff online, show his butt crumbs. This outrageous stuff. He beats pets. And he just had no shame. But when we were able to see Rico's grandmother, God rest her soul, she was a heavy drinker. And Rico says that his grandmother knew that at 13, 14 years old, he was messing with this old man. Like when I say old man, probably like his nana age. Because everybody had their kids early in Rico's family. Because Rico's grandmother died when she was in her late 60s. Because I remember grandma had a 65th birthday, and then later on, a few years later, they said, oh, she just passed away. Um, Nana's house is beautiful. You could tell Nana worked, but Nana was an alcoholic. So here go Rico's mother. She fucked with guys, girls. Like Rico was, he fucked with men his whole life, but she fucked with guys, girls. She was on drugs and shit like that. So it's just like when you meet the family, then you can understand why the person is this way. The one thing about Rico's family, but I can give them, they didn't act oblivious to the reason why he was fucked up. They knew what time it was, and they loved him. They loved him as much as they could. I could say Rico's mother and his grandma, but that's what they really do love Rico. But the environment was fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Whatever love is to them, that's what they gave him. Whatever love is to them. You know what I'm saying? Because love to me is making sure you're never going to be perfect, whoever you're raising, whether you're raising a grandchild, a biological child, a niece, nephew, a foster kid. You're never going to be perfect. It's always going to be something you motherfucking did that might require a little bit of one-on-one therapy when the kid get older. Hey, it happens. As long as it's not something too crazy. It could be something simple. You know what I'm saying? But nothing too crazy. You're never gonna go walk away from parenting anyone without making some hiccups or whatever. Just don't make it that bad. And Rico's family, as much as they were flawed, when I saw him with his grandmother at the house and everybody was sitting around the table for her birthday, it was love. It was love. Are they dysfunctional? Yeah, but it was love. The woman's house was clean. The woman was dressed to the nines, but just that cycle of sexual abuse, that shit didn't break or whatever. And they're the type of dysfunctional people. You have dysfunctional people that will operate around the dysfunction that they're in and just really never face it. So Rico's grandma drinks a lot. Rico drinks and smoke crack, because I heard what the guy, God rest his soul too, the man that Rico used to mess with. Remember the man climbed up Rico's fire escape, came in his house, climbed through his window, kicked his ass, and beat the dog's ass too. And Rico ran outside, cursing at him. And the guy was like, yeah, go ahead and smoke crack in the street just like your mother. Rico was like, so? And I was like, oh shit. So this is what we had. So back to Feisty with her mother, Paula, promiscuous Paula, PP baby, Paula with the promiscuous pussy, triple P. But anyway, we can see where she gets it from. You know what I'm saying? But she is very sickly. We can just look at her. And it's not only bad makeup and bad light, and that girl's skin is not good. She says she has bad eczema. She has a vitamin deficiency. That girl don't be eating. She don't be sleeping the way she should, and she be fucking too many niggas. She be collecting all these demons and shit. She be exchanging energies with different niggas. So all of that combined with nutrition, lack of sleep, just a traumatized lifestyle, and fucking all these niggas, including their trauma that's being transferred to her. Yeah, she's very sick. Very, very, very sick. You know what I'm saying? Right. Sometimes people can't give, but what they have, they do love Rico. I'm happy for him. Yeah, right. You saw that, right, Nisi? They love him. They love him. They love him. Yo, the color purple. Yes, a girl child ain't safe. Okay, mister. Sister. Okay, yeah, we saw that. Right, Mimi. Me, 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 me. Oh yeah, smoking Mimi, okay? It makes me very productive. I'll be calming as a motherfucker. I'll be talking to people, they be like, God damn, I'll be so relaxed. And when I'm so calm, I'll be talking to them with ease. They be frantic and shit because they be sick or whatever. Yo, I'll be having them calm. My high make them high because they be like, yeah. They start out like, oh my gosh. And then by the time they finish, like, yeah, okay, yeah, thank you. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. I ain't gonna lie though, it be taking me a long time to type a fucking sentence though. I'll be stuck for a second. I'm like, hold on, let me get it together. But anyway, but yeah, so with Feisty, I understand with Atlanta Street interviews why she's like that. Now, Marcus, he was feeling some sort of heat. Back to the topic. He was, because I'm gonna take y'all all around the world and I don't want to get y'all too lost, so let me just try to stay focused. So in the meanwhile, Marcus, because Feisty came out with her sleeping with Marcus, well, guess what happens? Marcus disappears for a few days. Then pops back up. And what does he pop back up with? Cash and Polo going on a date. And if y'all don't know, Cash is a transgender male to female transition. About 20, Cash is about what, 25, 24, 25, go to nursing school from Alabama. Chocolate. I think that Cash, the way he makes himself up, is very attractive. I do think that. But my aunt said his jawline makes her know that he's a man. And ever since my aunt pointed out his strong Quagmire jawline, I can't unsee it. And I hate that for Cash because I was like, okay, Cash is nice looking, like real chocolate, nice looking. And my aunt was like, I don't know what y'all looking at. Look at this. And she kept pointing to the jawline. I said, okay, they usually get the shape. She said, no, no. I said, is he cute? She says, no, he don't look like a girl. I said, you don't think she said, no. No, and my aunt is usually not like that. I was looking at her like, damn. And then she said that, and I just can't unsee his strong, Cash's strong jawline. But he makes himself look very nice. But he was talking about how uh, uh, Foreign Blood was saying how, like when Cash made the comment that she get a lot of guys in her inbox saying how she looked better than some women. And I hear a lot of them say that. And I think these bisexual dudes or these guys that are attracted to transgenders, I really do believe that they do say that to them, and they really do believe that they like chicks with dicks, and if that's what you like, that's what you like. But you shouldn't have to put a woman down to bring Cash and anybody else up. They in their lane. You know what I'm saying? They can't look like better than a real woman because we are the real woman. We are the motherfucking, the print, the outline. You know what I'm saying? We are the frame. And they learned how to emulate a female or a woman by watching their aunts, uncles, grandmothers, women on TV, the way we move, our whole essence. They try to imitate all of that. So when they say, I don't want to be a woman, you do because you want us to call you a woman, and I'm never going to call them a woman. Certain people, I'm not going to lie. Natasha Malone, God rest her soul, her sweet Capricorn soul, Lorna Zooms, her and Crazy Chris. I call Natasha a woman because Natasha didn't care whether you called Natasha a man or woman. He go, well, yeah, I am a man. Natasha didn't hide from who he was, what he was. That face looked terrible. All that injecting shit, that silicone he put in his face had him looking like Herman Munster for real. But Natasha was cool. Natasha didn't drag other females. The only person he didn't like was fucking Fabe. He could not stand Fabe, which most people don't like Fabe. Understandable. You know what I mean? She has a personality. You're gonna either like her or don't like her. It's no in between with Fabe. And I'm one of those people too. Either you like me or you don't like me. It's never gonna be somebody you're gonna say, no, dear self, oh, she all right. You're never gonna hear that. It's either gonna be like, I really don't like her. I don't care for her. Or people like, nah, she cool as fuck. Yeah, she all right. Yeah. Fabe's the same way. That's the only person I ever seen Natasha disrespect as a woman. Otherwise, Tasha stayed in it, in her lane or whatever, and didn't get mad if you said, hey, him. He'd be like, okay, I am a him. That's why I don't mind calling Natasha a her. Yeah, so I am biased on who gets a her. But Cash, I'm not going to call Cash that because I see that Cash did say that. And I understand that Cash is still young and don't know the game. But it's just one of those things that you just don't do. You never disrespect the master. We are the master. We are the print. We are the design. We are the blueprint to everything. And they said, and I was reading the comments, they was like, well, it is true because some females act masculine. No, some females, like, you have women like me that have a gruff exterior, but inside I am a woman. Nothing makes me feel like an all natural, such a lady, such a woman than a man. A man's presence, oh, I love it. A confident man, a one who speaks with assertiveness. He's sure of everything. I'm a woman. There's no way, oh, she act masculine. Oh, no, I'm submissive to a man, not a male, not a fuckboy, not a band, not a Marcus, not a ghost. None of those motherfuckers. Yeah, because they not men. So all that hard shit, oh yeah, you got females like, oh, they act tough now. You just like dick. You just like dick. You like tuck dick. You like dick that they tuck in and they, play mental gymnastics with your mind because in your mind you're like, oh, it looks like a woman on top and at the bottom is a dude. You playing dress up and we got no time for your confused ass. So any motherfucker that's selling cash and any other transgender, they look better than most women. That's bullshit. They're imitating us. They can't look better than the fucking original model. Like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Hello? I don't care what a female do, whether she comb her hair or not. Guess what? That transgender female, male to female, they're trying to look. If they just to look like the unkept regular biological woman, a lot of them would do that just to be a girl. Because by psychology, people say, oh well, psychology books say it's a disorder, right? For them to want to be something they're not and to want to be called that. I don't care what nobody does really, but I'm not going to be politically correct with people. People are like, oh well, they skate around with it. No, I wouldn't want my nephew to fucking be a girl. If you're going to be gay, be gay. What the fuck you got to be a girl for? And then they train to turn into a girl and then date a girl. If that's not confusion, so you change yourself to a girl to date a girl. And they said we are a heterosexual a couple. You see where this shit goes? So Cash saying all that delusional shit, it just fits into the narrative. Now Dominique, I like Dominique. I like Dominique. Dominique said, I to Troy, I am a man. I kept on reading the comments. I am a man. I am a man. I just, dress and live like this, but I am a man. I like Dominique. Dominique is cool. I could fuck with Dominique. Dominique don't make us call him any kind of pronouns. If you say him, he's cool with that. I like Dominique. Dominique do him. I don't got nothing bad to say about Dominique. I really do like Dominique. I do. You know what I'm saying? I really do. Dominique said going over to Dominique real quick. Dominique had said, what's this, Ileana and Tone, they said, well, would it ever happen with you and Tone? He said, that's crazy. He said, I made friends with Ileana. He said, Ileana invited me to their wedding. Why would I sleep with her husband? He said, that's something I would never do. It would never happen with me. Tone would never sleep with me. They said, why? She said, because I have a choice in the matter to sleep with Tone if I want to, and I would never do that to her. And I said, I really do like Dominique. I really do. I really do. Those two things won me over. So back to this, what we were talking about. So anyway, so Cash and Polo have sex. They go on a date because Marcus disappeared. He goes, hold on, I want the attention off of me about sleeping with Feisty possibly, right? Because he just used and abused Feisty. He paired her up with anybody to do a fucking scene. Feisty is Marcus's dirty cum rag. You know that rag that they said, baby, get the rag so I can wipe off the inside of my thigh kind of rag? That Feisty is that to Marcus, okay? And she likes it. She allows it. Marcus say, right, I don't be making you do stuff, right? You want to do this? And they be like, yeah. Marcus be saying all that shit like that shit going to save him from trafficking charges if them people want to come get him. So stupid. But we're going to get into that too. Just when I wanted to say something about Marcus, say Marcus being stupid. And I'll go back to that. So anyway, so he brings on Cash with Polo. Now, we've always known Polo to mess with fucking women, but Polo possibly being homosexual, that is possible. Polo said that he was violated as a child, as a teenager. His mother denies it, but she said when he turned 16, he just started acting out all of a sudden, and she never had problems with him, and all of a sudden, here we go with this Polo that we know, right? He wasn't Mikey anymore, he was Polo. Something happened, and he said that he was violated by a trusted person of the family. It sounds like the way he was saying it was someone of the clergy, the way he was describing it. And he said that, he didn't get too much in details, but you got what he was saying. Like, basically, he was sexually violated. And I said, well, maybe that's why Polo's mother, maybe that's why Polo's mother, indulges in him and doesn't care that he's 45, 46 years old and he sleeps on the street. Literally, he'll sleep on a cement street. I've seen Marcus walk up on Polo, and he's laying on the concrete street with the black gum stuck to the sidewalk that's been there for about 45 years and shit like that. Spit, every type of shit. This face on the floor and everything, not head, face. Well, I'm sorry, I got lost. How embarrassing. I was going to go off of it's how embarrassing he is to his family. But I think that's why his mother gives him whatever he wants and sends his money and deals with him, because of the simple fact that she knows what he said to us is the truth. Even though she denied it to us, which is cool. She doesn't owe us any explanation. But I did ask Troy to ask her that, and she said no, nothing ever happened. She don't know where he get that from. But I just want to know, why is a seemingly heterosexual man, why would he come over and say that another man violated him? that goes against the laws of nature for quote unquote the seemingly heterosexual guy. Well, now we know Polo ain't, but still, one that might consider himself bisexual, anybody. Why would they say, if anything, they would say they were molested by a woman? They wouldn't say they were molested by a guy. So anytime, if I hear a guy say that, he's telling the fucking truth, because just in society, even though they're victims, they're not painted as victims. People will call them gay and they're not gay. But like I said, some people are bisexual or homosexual by choice. They were born like that. And some people are made that way because before they can decide what turns them on, what their triggers are, you have somebody that of the same sex that will violate them and leave them fucked up. They'll be like, no, I'm really gay. You'll be like, and then they'll tell you about their trauma. You'll be like, you wouldn't have been thinking about no cock or no vagina had you not been violated. You know what I'm saying? You would be going the opposite way. But you have some people like my homeboy Rich. He always been attracted to guys, no violation. That's the person that was born gay. And then you got people like Polo that's bisexual, that he possibly, I don't know him before, but possibly I'm thinking that, yeah, whatever happened to him as a teenager, is this way. And that's, like I said, that's why his mother was sending him a lot of money. She said, I'm not rich, but I send him what I have. And she'd be sending his girlfriends money too and stuff like that. But anyway, so Marcus come back after his hiatus and he wants to focus off him. So he does something explosive, something he has never did before. Put Polo with Cash, the transgender, right? So they said that Polo went, I didn't watch the video, nor do I want to watch it. I do not want to see two men fucking. That's not what I call entertainment. And I guess I did say two men fucking. That's not entertainment to me. That's not my thing. To each his own. That's definitely not my thing. And that's not going to get me here out talking like an old person. That's not going to be on Jehovah's favor for me to watch such a thing like that. People have sex every day. Heterosexual, same sex. I don't need to see it. I don't want to see it. I'm not that nosy. You know what I'm saying? And whoever see it that I'm cool with, that did watch it, hey, kudos to you. I don't want to see it. I don't need to see it. I believe them. I believe what everybody has said. Everybody's not lying. Everybody's reporting the same thing. Polo finished off twice or whatever, and then Polo came on the next day, and he was like, yeah, he fucked that boy. That's exactly what he said. He said the vibe was there, and whatever happened, happened. So Marcus sat there, took the focus of him fucking on Feisty, and totally took the opportunity to further allow Polo to exploit itself. Now, everybody was really mad at Marcus for this because Marcus is supposed to be cool with Polo's sister and Polo's mother, whatever. So it's just like, why would you allow him to go out like that, knowing that this is something that he never came out to us and said he was bisexual, so he comes out the closet like this, and this is something we didn't need to see. I didn't think that was cool. Marcus is like, oh, they want to do it, but he kept on asking them, are they going to do a scene? Are they going to do the scene? And I'm just like, that's crazy, because if you have any kind of liking towards Polo, you already know that he's mentally ill, because nobody sleeps on the street willingly. Nobody just drinks all day for no reason. So you know that it's something unstable about him. So really, even though he's agreeing to do something or whatever, he's still taking advantage of the situation. You know what I mean? And he fucked on Cash, and you sat there and taped it for the whole world to see, and even his mother, and didn't really fucking care about his family. But he don't care. Marcus don't care about his family, because he be fucking interviewees and taping shit like this and putting it out, and he got daughters at home who are probably very embarrassed that that's their father. This is not normal. This is not normal behavior. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people are not normal, but definitely this is not normal behavior. Marcus is a psycho. Marcus is a deviant. Marcus has something mentally wrong with him, along with the childhood trauma. You know what I mean? He didn't see anything wrong with the name Dad's Briefcase. And he's going to tell the story, oh, well, my father, had a briefcase that had pornographic stuff in it. And that's where we got the name from. And my brother and I saw it at 2 different times, but we didn't know each other knew that Dad had this briefcase with dirty, kinky photos. And, yeah, we laughed about it when we talked about it. And that's where I got the name from. But it has nothing to do with pedophilia. Marcus, have you ever seen American Pie? It's very American Pie-ish, because it wouldn't be pedophilia. It would be, what's this the one? It starts with an H. Oh, it's on the tip of my fucking brain. When you're attracted to teenagers, but it's the same shit either or. They're still underage, underdeveloped mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, and you have daughters around the same age, give or take 2 to 3 years from these people, and then you name your website daddy's briefcase. It's perverted, it's disgusting, and it screams sexual predator. And I want to tell everybody. So if y'all really feel Marcus is doing something illegal, or y'all don't know if he's doing something illegal, but y'all hear it, why would y'all go to that website? Because you have to know that your IP address is typed in. And if Marcus get hit, you don't know if they come. And this is not no, conspiracy theory kind of shit. People are getting popped left and right for trafficking and all types of illegal stuff, right? So if you're going on his website, your IP address is there. So you might be in a ring of people that get popped if Marcus is doing something with underage people. You're going to be in trouble too because you went to the fucking website. I mean, you have to think about that. It's not that much in the world of nosiness. I believe what people say. I gotta take it for, face value or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm just sorry. This is what it is. Let me see. He took his girls to Maya's house and was talking about all types of what? What? Wait a minute. First of all, terrific. Hello. And what? When was this? Get the fuck. He's doing what his father did. Remember he said his father should take him to the house, women's house, and fuck on women while he was in the living room trying to make himself occupied. Hello, Vibrant. How you doing? Long time no see. And to everybody that came in the chat, I don't know if y'all celebrate the holiday, but happy 4th of July. My ancestors bled, fought for this country, served this country from before it even was a country. I'm going to celebrate the 4th. I'm not going with this bullshit. That's the white people shit. The government don't respect me. Fuck that shit. My ancestors, just like I said, the ancestors fought for the right to vote. When I say I'm taking the couch because I don't like anybody, well, my ancestors fought for the right for me to say Happy fucking New Year. They put their blood, sweat, and tears and fought many wars, even the Civil War. End of story. So anyway, I didn't know he did that shit. But he's a dirty dick nigga. He is a dirty dick nigga. And if you look at Marcus now, Marcus' pupils are bigger. And I know he gets high, but his pupils are bigger and they're black. His eyes are turned into black eyeballs like fucking a UFO. You know how most of the eye is black? Look at Marcus when he's talking. He doesn't even look like he's here. And I told y'all Marcus don't believe in God. Y'all let him run fucking verses and quotes and like, but we all know the devil knows the Bible backwards, forwards, and backwards. Marcus was raised in that church, so he's used to manipulating people and saying what people want to hear and stuff like that. It's not that he's a brilliant salesman or he has the gift of gab. If Marcus had the gift of gab, we wouldn't catch on. Most of us would not catch on to what he's doing and what he's saying. Marcus is just fucking playing the shit by ear and letting all of y'all think that he's smart. But anyway, Marcus said that he does not, his form of spirituality is really not the traditional, and he really didn't get into what it is. But I'm trying to tell you, Marcus wears beads. Anybody that wears beads around their neck like that and beads around their arms, they practice some sort of outside source that's not Christianity. And Marcus had said once a few times that he was a sex warlock or whatever like that, and he always had those beads on. Those beads are so he can be, one, for safety while he's out in the street, two, to get money, right? I'm telling you what the beads are for, right? And they were quote unquote, I hate to use this word, blessed in some sort of oil too, and to get money for safety in the streets and to fucking have something over his enemies, so he thinks, right? Because Marcus told me, and I know y'all tired of hearing it, that was going to be his footstool. And I said, he's nothing but the fucking devil. How dare you? You talk about Jehovah, but in the same breath, you was in the church. You couldn't wait to get the fuck out to talk about some spicy concept. Talking about it right while I was right there, while T was sitting there getting baptized in the church that you came up with. That is an honor. Is it not an honor for your baby mother to go ahead and try to change your life and get baptized in the church that your family went to, a family's church? Oh, that's nice, right? No, he's talking about scenes and spicy content and everything, and nobody blinks an eye. And then you got these motherfucking raggedy hoes and niggas on calling Troy's fucking platform. And this is why I really can't listen to Troy. You got people saying, I don't agree with everything that Marcus does, but he's not a bad guy. So a bad guy is not. So the things that you don't agree with Marcus, they're the things that we all see. Doesn't that make him bad? So you're telling me if I do a few good deeds in between the 1,000,008 bad deeds I do, that makes me technically really not a bad person. What the fuck is wrong with people? They always trying to find good in someone. I don't want people to look at me as being negative. Motherfucker, he is negativity. So if you say something negative, this is what this nigga exudes. Like, are we here? Are we together? Are we on the same thinking plane? I mean, what the fuck are y'all talking about? Everybody want to be different. Everybody in his chat riding his shit, whatever. And I'm like, for what? And then they call Troy and say that Marcus is not really, he's really a genius. I want to know who the fuck is your circle. Who are these motherfuckers that educated you? The people that you interact with every day, and the people you fucking know personally. Because I said interact every day with, that's business wise if you do, and on a personal level. Because what type of moron would think that Marcus is smart? We're telling you Marcus is committing crimes. We're telling you Marcus is doing shit without vetting people. How, if a smart person would not advertise their crimes, a smart person wouldn't have homeless people and in and out their house knowing where the fuck they live, around their children and family, knowing they may do something. A smart person wouldn't expose his children, his family, knowing he's a rotten motherfucker and he triggers some people that are watching him. He would not show his family. He would keep them protected. A smart person wouldn't have that same numbers, and they've been here for 5 years. Not only has Marcus been here for 5 years, really doing this street shit in Atlanta, and now he has the spicy content, Marcus was exposed to the whole world on the Street Wilco show in a good light. Why doesn't he have more followers? Why is he not known more? Why is his number still look like this? Why is Marcus popping up motherfucking websites like liquor stores in fucking black neighborhoods? It's on every fucking virtual corner. If he's a mastermind, why are y'all giving this guy fucking? Why do y'all try to find something good? Sometimes it's no good in people. Sometimes it's no good in people. Marcus really believe in his heart of hearts he's not doing anything wrong. So me cursing him out on my video and shit, and it's just pointless. He doesn't see it. You have people that are sick in the head. He grew up in a sick environment. And Malcolm, and for his mother to sit there and do all this bullshit, well, that's why he got with T, because T is just a younger version of Marcus's mother. She looks the other way while Marcus get his dick dirty and wet and all type of assholes and vaginas and mouths. This is what happened. Marcus performed cunnilingus on fucking Kelsey in the street. CJ wasn't lying. Marcus did that shit. That's the same mouth he kissed Max with, but he's a good father. I named everything with every fucking reason over the course that I've been on fucking Marcus's back, neck, pinky toe, standing on his motherfucking pinky toe with my stiletto heel. I have stated many reasons and situations why he's not a good person and why he's not smart. And still people still insist on calling him a mastermind and a marketing genius. He's a marketing genius because he was giving away Obama phones to homeless people. Are you fucking serious? Who the fuck are you people around? Y'all must be around a bunch of lazy fucking dummies. Y'all must be around idiots that think Marcus is smart. Marcus is filming his crimes, talking about his crimes around questionable people, and he stay bringing people in and out to do all types of felonious acts and talking about all types of felonious acts. What are y'all talking about? How is he a marketing? What the fuck are y'all doing? His numbers ain't shit compared to people that have been out half of the time that he's been out. What the fuck are y'all talking about? I mean, we watch, listen, and judge like a motherfucker over here. And this is why I don't like going over to Troy's. It's not because Troy don't have a good show. He has a good show. He has a great show. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to be over there when I got to hear this shit. Oh, Marcus ain't doing nothing wrong. Are y'all serious? Okay, what is that person's name? So if I see them in the chat, I could block it. I am tired of going in these fucking chats and having to block 75% of the chat because y'all fucking destructive, y'all are deviants, and y'all permit for this shit to happen. If y'all permit it with Marcus to let this shit happen, when I say permit it, y'all still say he's a great God. And y'all still say people are hating against him and stuff like that, then y'all advocate for this shit in your real lives when you have a trusted child, a child that trusts and sees you as a trusted adult and confides in you. What I always say, what these bitches say, that man ain't touch you. You being fast. He ain't do nothing like that. Get your ass in there and don't be telling this to anybody outside this motherfucking house. He ain't do shit to you. And then the man come home, Ernest. You know Kalia said that you said something to her. Is that true, Ernest? Yeah, I knew it wasn't true. They them hoes. They them hoes. They them hoes. And these are these same hoes that encourage transgenders like fucking this girl here, and I'm saying girl to be sarcastic, Cash, to say that She feels that, she do take care of herself better than a biological woman. These are the people that permit this shit. They let people get away with all type of disrespect and cover unsavory fucking behavior. Marcus' pupils are black, they're dilated, so that's not just drugs, that's some sort of demon possession. Giving it back to his fucking beads. Those beads were quote unquote blessed, and some ritual was over those beads. I'm not trying to be funny, I always talk to y'all about roots. This is what I grew up around. I grew around West Indian root. Um, um, Spiritualism. I grew around the Hispanics because I had Dominicans and Puerto Ricans in my building, and I can tell you all some stories, which I have. And I was around the Southern and West Indian shit. And I know a lot of people that do practice things, religions y'all never even heard of that have to do with that, and they wear beads too. Marcus said he practiced ancient religion, or not religion, spiritism. So this is a guy that y'all letting quote spit Bible quotes and calling a good person. Because what Marcus is doing, some people say, "Well, I practice this but I'm practicing for this." I'm not talking about those people. Marcus is doing rotten, evil shit, and baby, when he have to pay the devil back, I will be front row center saying, okay. Would you say I'm Terrell? Hold on, let me look now. I'm gonna look at the chat, and I'm sorry. Hey, Jeff. How you doing, Jeff? Welcome, welcome, welcome. He embarrassed himself on Steve Wilkos. Well, no, actually, he said that he never said that he helped people, but he presented it like how ghosts like to say, you lie by omission. It was a lie by omission then, because you presented, and then when we talk about how you be misusing the people, then he goes and says, Jeff, check this out. Doesn't he always say when we say you misuse, oh, I do good things for people, and then all of a sudden some old interviewee he find from the Woolburg come, oh, Marcus helped me. Marcus helped me do this. He ain't a bad guy. We don't give a fuck about these people. These people were abused their whole fucking life. They are used to abuse. So any type of interaction, especially when it's something negative that could come from it, they look at it as tough love, or just that's just how people are, right? Get the fuck out of here. Get all get the fuck out of here. Let me read these comments, and I'm sorry. Yeah, in the bathroom at the church. You remember Terrific saying he said that he used to see spirits in the fucking mirror when he was a kid? So I said, is he schizophrenic? Because schizophrenics see, things and characters and shit. Man, the more people talk, the more they tell themselves shit. We ain't therapists. We don't got no license. I ain't never had to deal with nobody that have mental behavioral issues or anything like that. Not to shade anybody, because a lot of people are going through a lot of things. These are tough times, okay? And it's been tough for a lot of people, even before 30, 40 years ago. This generational, okay, that people are carrying their ancestors' guilt, stress, woes on their back within their DNA. But damn, hold on. Something going on with his brain though. And it could be that voodoo he doing and all them energies he's receiving, sucking and doing all types of stuff with all these homeless women that are prostituting and fucking other people. That's crazy. Not to use condoms. Oh, and before I forget, what the fuck is Cash talking about? Ever since she came to Atlanta, she got on prep, so she's not worried about it. You see, this prep shit has made people too comfortable to be loose. This stupid little motherfucker don't need to have sex. You can catch HPV. There is no pap smears to give a man to detect HPV. You know how men find out they have it? They get cancer, whether it's throat cancer, stomach, bowel cancer, anything like that. They get cancer, right? Michael Douglas, right? He got it from eating up, right? Munching. Catherine Zeta-Jones, because she was diagnosed with it, and they came out saying that he had throat cancer because of that, right? So what Cash was saying to about, oh, I'll take PrEP, so you can't get HIV, but then you can get HPV, which will take you out of here. You also can get genital herpes and warts. Oh, and you can get HPV warts also. It doesn't always have to turn to cancer. You can get the nasty warts. What else can you get, my love, my dear? You can get monkeypox. That's skin-on-skin contact, and that's still out there, and people still get it. And also, my lovely, besides that, what else you can get? So we got HPV. We got herpes. Oh, and taking that fucking PrEP, that destroys your fucking liver and kidneys. So just so you can fuck whoever you want to fuck unprotected, you're going to take something that later on it's going to cause you to get to dialysis. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. This is proven. Those medications compromises your immune system. Not only that, it fucks with your organs. That's why when people have herpes or anything like that, shingles, anything in the shingles family, the doctor's office will prescribe what's the shit with the Z? Y'all know what I'm talking about, the herpes medication, and they're not supposed to take that when they first get it. They're supposed to take it the first like 3 to 6 months, right? Because it's antiviral to get rid of it, right? And then after that, the doctor tells them chill on it and only take it when they have their outbreaks because of the simple fact that shit will destroy their kidneys and liver long term. So can you imagine taking prep every day just so you can fuck raw? So Cash is already telling you he likes to fuck raw without telling you he likes to fuck raw. Why would you fuck Polo of all people raw? He done fuck Feisty. He done fuck people, everybody, and then he fucked him raw. And the thing is that he had anal sex with him. When you have anal sex with somebody, that's the quickest way to fucking catch a disease because you ripping tissue and you're bleeding and stuff like that. That shit is crazy. And for Marcus to sit there, I bet his nature rised. I bet his nature rise. He wanted to see that shit. He was dying to see Cash naked, and that was the perfect time. So Marcus go ahead and he lets Polo go on a date because he wanted to take the focus off of him fucking Feisty. You know what I'm saying? And this shit is just getting ridiculous. This is a whole sex triangle. Well, sex circle. This is a sex cult. But, May, May, whatever he get, may it be as hefty as Nature Boy and Black Hammer's fucking Punishment in Atlanta. He done seen what happened with them too. So why would he even move like this? Oh, I'm just taping people. Taping my ass. But that's y'all marketing genius. Marcus, smarty art Negro. Smarter than the average fucking bear. The fuck out of here. And then what's up with Ant and Scribble Scrabble Face? What is up with Ant and that chick, that ditzy chick that Marcus was interviewing? What's her name? The light skinned chick with the light eyes. And I was reading the comments, people like, she's so beautiful. No, she's just light skinned with light eyes, and that's what y'all equate to beauty. The lighter the better. So, she got light colored hair. So it's making y'all feel like I can have a white woman without having a white woman because she does have black features like her thick lips. No, she's just regular. There's nothing ugly about her. She's regular, but people are like, yeah, she fine. She bad. Yeah. I'm like, look at these color-struck motherfuckers. Ain't that crazy? She looked hot. She looked sweaty. She looked like she was in that little funky dress the whole fucking day. She looked like she smelled like the street. You know how it be hot outside and you be outside and you come in and it be that strong metal smell or whatever with humidity mixed? That's called street. She looked like she needed to wash the street off, and then Ant was like, come here to her and snatching her up and doing all types of shit. And I said, look at these two fucking Toys R Us kids, yo. And this all inappropriate and immature for no reason. And this is why, another reason why I don't fucking date. Because they're in my age demographic, and if that's what's out there, I'm good. I'm good. This shit is disgusting. It's pathetic. There are no role models, no them black men that, well, there are black men out there, but there are no black males. So back in my day, you had black males. Those are the niggas that sold drugs, made a lot of kids and stuff like that, but they did their shit discreetly. And there's no way if they had the internet right now, they would they would do it. But Marcus and them, they just a different type of loser nigga. You know what I'm saying? They niggas. They black niggas. That sound like Kwani, right? Nigga bitch. She put words together. You like, bitch, damn, don't you call me a nigga bitch? So he's a black nigga. Let me fuck with him. No, Marcus is a nigga. Because, and I'm gonna call Marcus what he is. He's a coconut eating fucking back of the fucking orange truck smuggling human beings ass motherfucker. Fuck him. He has no respect for black American people. But he talk about our culture, right? Because, he's not black American. People like, well, Marcus' mother is half FBA. You don't know what the fuck he is. Marcus says he's Jamaican. Marcus is Jamaican, okay? His father was a fucking coconut fucking womanizing disgusting pig, right? And Marcus only wants to be like his father. He said his father was the greatest person in the world. So, I got lost on that. But Marcus is just a loser. But he did all of that for us to lose focus. And I listen and I judge. And to sit there and keep on going on for Marcus, I'm just lost for words at this point. It's just nothing else I can throw off the wall to see if it sticks with Marcus. It all is sticking. The wall is dirty, it's greasy, and it's disgusting. And now he got a fucking partner in crime, fucking Scribble Scrabble Face. And Scribble Scrabble Face owns his own business. He's not homeless and nothing like that. So him and Marcus, they're having a pissing contest with each other. But see, the thing with Scribble Scrabble Face, people are saying those kids are gonna set him up. It's gonna be Scribble Scrabble Face. That's a grimy nigga. Ant looked like he done set a few niggas up back in the day. He remind me of that fucking dude in Belly. I'm gonna drop a dime on this nigga. I don't like that. That's him. He that nigga, and I really feel like he's going to fucking be the demise of Marcus. Marcus is sitting here talking to that silly little girl, and she's talking about how she went to jail for trafficking, human trafficking, because she was talking to some pimp on the phone or whatever. And Marcus is just sitting there, and he don't realize this bitch might be sent here to set me up. She might be a plant. And people are like, Marcus, don't trust her. And I'm like, no, don't tell him nothing. But they already said it, so now I can repeat it, because I was thinking it. And I said, oh, please let Marcus be fucking so fucking hypnotized by the possibility of laying another victim down, and she's the one that takes him on out here. When I say take him out here, let him get some years in jail. Oh boy, I'll fly out to fucking Atlanta just to sit there during that court proceeding if they had it. Just to sit there and murmur, yeah, you're gonna be what he said, you're gonna be my footstool, motherfucker. But like I said, that's the world motherfucking turn. And what was up with Marcus posting Tracy's fucking interview? We all know that Tracy got high as of recent. Tracy said that last time she got high was like last year and stuff like that, when she went on that weekend binge and had company over and they drank beers and got their drugs together. I mean, Tracy already told us that. So what was the point of him even posting her interview? But he was trying to do his usual humiliation rituals, because he do that with people. You know what I'm saying? But Tracy, it was just like she told us about herself already, and whatever she didn't say, Ghost made sure he told us the rest. So what is Marcus talking about? Who is he trying to fucking embarrass? Like, seriously. Let me see the chat. I'm sorry, y'all. I wonder why he put T in his mom's house instead of his house at the beginning. Well, it was mentioned, I forgot by who, that the girls were not particular about the baby or T. I believe they said Marcus had made a roundabout comment, not saying they hate her, but like, I guess like she does come over, but T's always been in his mother's house even before the girls were living there, so I just really didn't see that. Um, he put her in his mother's house so his mother could watch her vagina while he go out and whore around. That's the reason why he don't want her. He want Kelsey in that house. He want Kelsey in that house. And who? When Kelsey said she may be pregnant, who is Kelsey might be pregnant by? I hope it ain't Marcus, because Marcus was asking that new girl to have a baby subliminally. He gonna tell her the new girl, the one that's fucking with Scribble Scrabble Face. She's 30 years old, and he was like, yeah, well, you know what I mean. Time is ticking. She said people are still having babies in their 50s, which I agree with her. See, one thing I could give her so far, she knows she ain't all well to. She speaks well, she expresses herself well, and I understood what she was saying, but is she full of shit? Absolutely. She's been on the streets since a young age. And she knows that these niggas is stupid and they color struck, so she gonna get what she want. She said, why wouldn't they want to spoil her? And I wasn't mad at her for saying that. But Marcus is bottom of the barrel. Fucking Ant is bottom of the barrel. They ain't no ballers. So you ain't gonna get far with them. They gonna make sure they misuse you up and throw you back out. Why? She ain't gonna be the same in another 3 weeks. We be like, damn, what the fuck happened to her? You know what I'm saying? But let me hold on. Let's see. What did Jeff say? Yeah, he embarrassed himself on the Wilco show, but like I said, he never said that he was here to help people. But when we get on him, then he says, I help this person, I help that person. No, you didn't. Not really. Old Bay's a West Indian cup that uses beat. You think that's what he's doing? You think so? You think he's seeing the Old Bay man and everything? You think so? He might, but I know the Hispanics, they also use it too with Santeria and other things they practice or whatever, beads. Even in African spirituals, they use beads. Beads is just used. I know with the beads, before you can't have sex with them on, and nobody can touch them. So before you have intercourse, you got to take them off, because if you don't, you have sex with the beads on, the beads are going to break anyway. You're going to have to replace them, because that's what happens. Those beads, someone touched them, you have sex with them, magically break by themselves. It's the weirdest thing that I've seen it happen. And if you're ever wearing those beads and they break in public, whatever you're doing, stop what you're doing. If that's what you're into and you don't know, I'm just going to let you know. If you're wearing those beads and you're in public one day and all of a sudden they break, wherever you're at, you got to leave the place, because that means that something bad is going to happen, because they use it for protection. I know someone personally that had the beads and everything, and I can tell you some shit, but it's neither here nor there. Marcus think that's going to protect them. It's not. And you always got to pay the devil back. And Marcus, I don't understand this. All these people that do voodoo, hoodoo, witchcraft, santeria, uh, spiritism, other spiritual baths and all that shit. I know a lot of people that into that shit, and they have the worst luck in the world. They never really have money. They always have to work extra hours. But if you're doing all that stuff and all those rituals, shouldn't you have like good things in life? That I think that's what you asking for. You know, good health. They always be fucking sick with something. Marcus is always sick, as you can see. Um, Financial stability. Marcus had 50 million channels, and the motherfuckers I know, they just be, you know. So I just don't understand. It's pointless. Here it goes again. People deceiving themselves, wanting to have more power than what actually a human being should have. You know, they're trying to possess superpowers to manipulate and control people, time, and things. That shit is just wicked and crazy. But Marcus can go ahead, and it's gonna be his downfall. I'm not sleeping with no ninja who could possibly have the house in Virginia, prep or not. Get the fuck out of here. Cash don't give a fuck. Cash is one of them lying ass bitches. You know them bitches that try to act like they got some motion, but they really don't. They're just a bum bitch with some sheen outfits on. That's all it is. That's all Cash is. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And I think that he does want wealth for himself, but that's all he is. I mean, Marcus met Cash downtown. As we can see, nothing good is downtown. So if Cash is downtown, that tells you his state of mind and why he thinks this taking prep is good enough. But he'll see. She just happened to look better than them skeezers. Exactly. 4 a.m. standing outside. Them two ladies was looking for a lady. Really? Okay, Jeff. He wore a crop top, so I'm waiting for Ant to come out too. You think Ant is a homosexual? Ant had told Marcus that people get killed for shit like that when he looked at Cash or whatever. And people were like, oh, he was disrespectful. No, he's not. And that's the problem with society. Everybody in society, they want you to agree with wrong is right, right is wrong, or however you think. He's a man, okay? A woman meeting another woman that's a lesbian or a female to male transition, we won't treat another female like that. You know what I'm saying? But guys are different. And when he said that to Marcus, he said it with a lot of disdain and stuff like that. And Marcus was like, no, we got to be friendly. We got to be YouTube friendly. No, you don't. Everybody's not going to agree with the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I'm not going to sit there and make myself over and be politically correct to make somebody else comfortable. If he's not, if Ant felt disrespected, he felt disrespected. You know what I'm saying? But I don't understand why he would feel disrespected, because Marcus wasn't trying to hook Ant up. So I just really don't see why. But I guess, it's the whole thing. I don't know. But I just don't understand why Ant would get mad unless he was trying to holler. You know what I mean? Or probably would want to holler. And Marcus kind of said, Peekaboo, I see you. We're going to pull you out of this closet and make you like Polo. I don't know. Maybe he thought Marcus was trying to sneak him and not tell him until they got to the hotel room. I don't know what it is. Yeah, broke, anti-tired, busted and disgusted, all that. Ghost and Marcus are very sensitive. Revenge is their yo. I was just Jeff. You missed it. I was just talking about in the beginning that how Ghost and Stephanie basically might get that girl beat to death or killed by that guy sitting there exposing her today. Stephanie's supposed to be her mother and protecting her, and she's sitting there on a recorded video exposing her daughter's text messages through Facebook to another guy that's not her baby father, knowing damn well that baby father beat the fuck out of her. And Ghost is sitting there doxing the motherfucker, saying their first and last name, knowing that these young brothers might get heated, meet up with each other, and somebody might be going to jail and somebody might be going to hell, or both. Either or, you pick. And I said, that's just crazy, because Ghost trying to say, oh, I try to help the young people. What you got to tell the young people? He always asks his interviewees that, but then here it is adding to the problem. When mass incarceration is an issue, okay, in that neighborhood, that environment, you know what I'm saying? Because they're born to people like Neek and Nisi and them and Penelope, you know what I'm saying? So they really don't have chances. So you're sitting there, these guys that are coming from underprivileged backgrounds, that they have that macho man persona, and they don't want to be seen as weak. Now you're playing on their emotions over
Stephanie's daughter, and you're pitting them against each other. But I guess I thought you was for people, young people staying out of jail and staying on the straight and narrow. If you were, why would you sit there and instigate and agitate something that's very serious? Then people have died for less. But that's what I was saying, Jeff. Stephanie ain't shit, and neither is Ghost. So we'll see what happens. Oh yeah, pushing her to the limit, and she's allowing him to do that, and she's sitting there tearing down her own family for the likes of him to get on Ghost's good side. But if you notice, Ghost never have no family around him. He never said I went to a family reunion. He never says that. All we hear about is the little boy. We don't never hear anything else. Ghost don't got no fucking woman unless you're talking about crackhead Amy, who's everybody's woman that he got a soft spot on. But if Ghost had a choice and Amy would stop hoeing, he would be with Amy with his color struck ass. He would be fucking with Amy because he said who wouldn't want Amy? Amy cooks, she cleans, she's a good woman. Well, she sells pussy and she uses drugs and doesn't take care of her kids. So how is that a good woman? Everything is this face value, very surface with these people. But we shall see with Marcus. Is there anything else I want to say about Marcus and CJ? I saw CJ. CJ ain't talking about nothing. Oh, let me tell you about fucking this little fucking raggedy head, mop head, little yellow fucking little boy, yellow little boy. I gotta say like somebody's grandma, yellow little boy, fucking cares. I do not like that lazy motherfucker. I'm happy he got merch now, so at least he can say he's doing something. But I don't like him. Oh, I'm up at 8 o'clock in the morning. You raggedy motherfucker, you should be up 8 o'clock in the morning getting ready for school or motherfucking a job, something. Not waking up in a bando to hang out with other people that have nothing going for themselves. I looked and I had to say something. I said to him, you're up, I wrote in the chat, you're up at 8 o'clock, but you're not up for school or work. I said, shaking my head. And he read it, and I think he might have blocked me. I don't know. I should have fucking erased my comments so he couldn't block me. That'd be fun. You write it, they see it, and then you delete it if they're on like a YouTube stream, because then they can't block you. That should be funny. And you come back later on and say something else. But I ain't got time to be fucking with somebody's kid. That's somebody's kid. I ain't fucking with that little boy. But people are, oh, keep doing you, and that's right. And you got all these enabling motherfucking babies. His grandmother did not kick him out to kick him out. That boy got a record for family violence. Who was he staying with? His grandmother. As we see, he runs from guys, but he will fight a female. So more than likely, he got in Nana's face, and Nana said that he can't come here, but then got a sore spot that, okay, you can't stay here, but I'll let you wash up and get your mail here. So if he ain't shit with his grandmother and respect his grandmother, why would y'all sit there and coddle him? See, same type of female that enables people like Marcus. That man ain't touch you. That sit there and say Marcus is a good guy, and they don't agree with everything that Marcus does, but then Marcus does a lot of foul shit, but Marcus is still a good guy in their eyes. Third type of person supports somebody like Chaos when he's young and able-bodied, instead of walking up and down the streets of downtown fucking Atlanta musty and disgusted. He need to fucking be at a warehouse somewhere. Oh, I gotta get my ID, I gotta get this. Like, no, you're a liar. You don't gotta get none of that. You just think that you're gonna be this big time rapper and producer. My love, Atlanta is full of those. When I was in Atlanta, everybody was handing out their fucking, well, I'm old, damn, I'm about to say it. Everybody was handing out their CDs and tapes when I was out in Atlanta. Everybody was an artist. Everybody is an artist. Everybody's an artist on YouTube too. For what you and CJ are doing, it ain't nothing special. CJ was like, yeah, because I was with Cash Money and all that. CJ, Cash Money ain't been a thing since fucking 2000s. '03, and Lil Wayne ain't been a thing since what, 2010. Mrs. Officer. What are you talking about, CJ? What are you talking about? Somebody had wrote in the comments, CJ, if you get money, why can't you buy Heaven some shoes that fit? I hollered. Maybe because she just needs to fuck putting the shoes on. Maybe she just needs to put the cardboard boxes on her fucking feet and walk. That girl got some fucking bolts, but I understand she's tall, so she's tall. I guess it matches up with the foot size. And he's like, yeah, Heaven be at home. Heaven don't be out there. Heaven be at home. Yeah, we just ordered $60 worth of food. But nigga, you have all those kids. Why are you ordering $60 worth of food? What did your kids eat today? Do you even know? Do you know who's raising your kid? Do you know who's babysitting your kid? Do you know any of that? I said, oh boy, these characters, I got my own motion. I'm going to try to, expose Marcus. Like, you ain't got you told us everything you have to give. You ain't got nothing else for Marcus. We're done with you. Your 15 minutes is up, sir. move to the side, let somebody else step forward. But I don't like that little boy. He's manipulative. That motherfucking chaos. He's my manipulative, smart mouth little motherfucker. I would smack the fucking light skin off his face. He looked like one of those that gets snotty with you and you just got an open hand smack him. He's just disgusting. But that's the only thing that I can say. Let's see. I think I covered everything. All right, y'all. Have a good Thursday. I'll see y'all later. Be good to yourselves. Don't let nobody shit on you or rain on your parade. And I'll probably come back in a few days because I'm going to have the StreamYard up and we can listen and judge Marcus's or whoever's shit. Listen and we judge. All right, y'all. Peace. And thank you for hanging out with me.